really fucking tired. So let's do this. I've got a really weird energy now because I'm sort of G'd up, but still like when like it feels like this is the only way I can think of describing it is like I am awake on treble but knackered on bass.
Oh, you're not quite through the out the other side of tiredness.
No.
Because do you remember at uni and stuff where we'd, I don't know, both accidentally stay up for 30 or 40 hours. And there'd always be that time, 24 hours, you're just like, oh, I just want to fucking die. Why am I not asleep? And there's no one stopping you going to sleep, but you just don't want to. And then you get to 26 hours and you're really awake until hour 30, and then you're just like, yep, cool. And then you fall asleep wherever.
Yeah, I do feel like that's going to happen as soon as I lie down in bed. That weird tingly feeling you get in your legs when you're absolutely shattered and you lie down in your bed for the first time in ages.
You mean pins and needles?
Not quite pins and needles, but it's like you feel...
Oh, I just have bad circulation.
You just feel your legs completely stretching out and it feels lovely.
Yeah, I mean, for you, that's... Your head's in the bed and your feet are touching the other wall because you're a giant.
Yeah, like big chunky boy from Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, whereas for me, I stretch out my legs and I'm, barely touching the floor in my chair.
You're barely off the pillow.
I mean, they are fucking long pillows.
Yeah, you know that a mattress isn't just a big pillow. Oh my god, a mattress is just a big pillow.
Yeah, pillows don't have spring. Did I tell you that for the first year of living in this flat, my mattress has been upside down? There is a right way up to have this mattress.
Does that matter though?
No, genuinely, because all of the shitty mattresses that you have, in student accommodation and stuff.
Yes.
Both sides are just springs. Not this mattress. This mattress has a big, thick, soft bit on one side and springs on the other. And it wasn't until I was like, oh, do you know, I'm not getting I'm not getting a bit of rest. Doesn't matter how long I sleep for. I wake up and my back just hurts. So I was like, oh, maybe I just need to flip the mattress. Oh, I mean, I did, but not in the way I thought. I thought I just if all the springs are on this side, I just need to flip it and then just push them all back. It turns out there's a big soft bit to lie on.
You fucking idiot.
Why would I check that? Yeah, I didn't flip it when I first moved. I just went, springy.
We flipped our mattress the other day, and fuck me, that makes a difference. Jesus Christ.
It's weird. You've probably done the same thing. There's a big soft bit. It just, in big letters, just says sleep here. And we've just gone, fuck you. You can't tell me what to do. You're a mattress.
To be fair, I think ours is one of the reversible ones. It doesn't matter which way up it goes. It's absolutely fine.
I need one of those, except it's not my mattress.
This isn't talking about TV shows.
Yeah, but no, you were complaining about being tired, and then...
Oh, fuck, I set up the drum machine. That's really annoying.
Oh no, what a terrible shame.
No, never mind. I'll have to do it twice next week then. That's what that means.
Well, it's the 100th episode next week.
I know, that's very exciting.
This is episode 99.
Christ, this is... So, 99 times have we gone, let's watch these two TV shows. That's 198 TV shows.
Yes. And you know how many extra we're going to do for episode 100? None. We're just going to be talking about us.
Do you know what's mad? Is the number of just Series 1, Episode 1 that I've got on my Amazon Prime Video account.
Yeah, I've got this. And just random films as well.
Yeah, just the Duelists.
Yeah, just, here's all these TV shows and, Virgin Suicides.
For when I want to feel sad.
Yeah, do you ever feel like sometimes you just want to watch something that makes you feel real sad? Well, have we got the film for you? Do you remember 1970s Glasgow?
Oh my... No, fuck that. Let's move on to happier things. Please. What are we doing first?
I don't know. Which one?
Umbrella Academy first. Let's do that.
Is that the one did you watch that first?
Yeah.
Cool. So I've watched the whole thing.
Right. Does it get any better?
Yes.
Because I really didn't like it.
But for why?
Well, okay. I'll list the things I did like. The monkey.
Yeah, Pogo's cool. He continues to be a monkey throughout the whole thing. I was at some point expecting it to be revealed that he was some sort of were-monkey. But he's in fact just a monkey.
That's pretty much all I've got for things that I liked about it.
Not even Dickon, who got burnt by a dragon and now he's a superhero.
That's where I recognised him from. I could not place him. Like, I absolutely know you, and I could not figure out where from. But I text you halfway through watching it because he is in some of the worst physical effect makeup I've ever seen. It's like they need to show that, like, okay, well, he's a big strong lad, so just put him in a massive jacket and big boots, and he goes all clumpy about the place. But his head's the same size.
May I request that you look up a picture of his character from the comic book?
What's his name?
Number 1. Luther.
I mean,
if you want to give him his proper name.
If I can't remember his character name and it's fucking number 1. Oh shit! Yeah, he literally is that. He's got big arms and a tiny head. Why?
They do explain that later in the show, so you're gonna have to keep watching.
Like, oh, I don't. It's just mad. He just looks really weird. I couldn't focus on any single scene because I was just looking at him like, he's got a really small head.
Yeah, I mean, I'll spoil it a little bit for you. It's DNA splicing because he nearly died, and then he gets real sad about it and lives on the moon.
I did wonder why he was on the moon.
But that partly, and his dad sent him there because I think he was a bit ashamed of what he'd become.
Oh, the other thing I liked is the bit where they're all dancing to, oh fuck, what's the song? It's a really good song. What is it?
I have no idea.
It's a really good song, and
I know exactly. I know exactly the scene you mean because it's my favourite scene of
they're
this
all
episode.
dancing in their own rooms and that, and then the camera pulls out, and it looks like a doll's house, and they're all dancing like that, and that was fucking cool. But
the thing is, I think that it almost mirrors the way that their dad thinks of them.
Yeah.
Because he just sees them as playthings.
Ah, that's very good critical analysis.
Yes, you see, I could have been a film student, but I had aspirations.
Who's the prick? Yeah, Klaus.
Diego.
No, Klaus. He is the most irritating character. I hated him. This thing, I didn't care about any of these people, like, at all. I didn't care what happened to them.
Oh, the thing is, my two favourite characters are Vanya and Klaus.
Like,
but
yeah,
I think
she's
it's
more interesting because it's like, oh yeah, you're completely normal. It's like, well, I mean, that's not gonna stay there for long, is it? She will get a power at some point. But he is so irritating.
But it's, I think, I can't tell if I really like his character or if it's just the fact that it's Robert Sheehan.
What else has he done?
He's been in a bunch of things that he was in Cherry Bomb.
Cherry Bomb? I've not seen that.
He did some other thing. He was in Misfits.
Oh yeah, I've not seen that.
Original cast of Misfits. I think that might be the two main things that I have seen.
Yeah, I can't. There's nothing else that I recognise him from. But yeah.
But I think it took me a couple of episodes to be like, is that? Even though it's there at the bottom. Also, you didn't get to meet Mary J. Blige's character in this episode.
Yeah, I saw she was in the credits, but she's not in the fucking show.
She isn't. She's in the start of. I think she comes in at the start of episode 2.
Oh right. It's weird that she's credited in episode 1. I wonder how that works, actually. Can you still be credited if you don't? Maybe she
I think
shot
it's like a
stuff for that
rolling.
episode.
I think it might just be like a rolling credit. Maybe because I don't know if. I guess it depends. Netflix can do whatever they want, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
But I guess maybe should we go over the story, or do you just want to pretend it never happened?
Well, for your sake, we'll go over the story then.
Well, show opens in a swimming pool in Russia. The obvious place to start your superhero adventures.
Yeah.
With just like these two young people flirting. And at the time that they are flirting, she is 100% not pregnant.
No. Not even
She does
slightly.
one little cannonball into a swimming pool. Baby.
I thought that what that was is that her superpower was an inability to make contact with anyone without falling pregnant. And then they were like, oh yeah, no, this happened to like 43 other people. Sorry,
Yeah.
42 other people. I was like, okay, well, I guess that's not happening.
And then she's just the mum to one of these kids who is mentioned never again in the story.
Oh, really? I thought that would be part of what would be interesting, is going back and find out who these women were and why they were, you know.
Maybe that'll be a part of like a later show, like bunch of episodes, but
It's gotta be, isn't it? It must be.
I can't actually remember. Is there a season 2 of this yet?
I don't think there is yet, but I think there is one coming.
Yeah, because I know that they've only written 2 volumes of the comic. Mr. Jared Way and...
So is that it? He's written it, is it?
Yeah.
Because I saw he was involved, but I wasn't sure how involved he was.
Yeah, him and Gabrielle Barr are the writers of it. So, but I think because they're trying to do quite a close adaptation, potentially they're not going to stray too far from... So they're not going to like let it overtake it like Game of Thrones did.
Yeah.
Which then might be a bit awkward because they're going to... real people age. But then, yeah, so there's this old mental guy who just adopts as many kids as he can, so he gets 7 out of 43. Not not particularly good at buying children.
He just buys them. He's mad. He's like, oh yeah, I'll pay you for your kid. And these people, yeah, all right then. But I suppose if you're suddenly pregnant, you're like, oh well, I don't really want this because
this is not a thing I even got to maybe sign up for. This was thrust upon me. Well, actually, there was probably very little thrusting involved.
Hey.
So he buys like 7 kids, and then he starts his like little superhero academy, where 6 of them turn out to be heroes, and there's Vanya. But I think I really like Ellen Page's Vanya on this. I think
she's cool, but she's good in everything.
Yeah, I think genuinely one of the because I started watching this just after we did that fucking the thing that she was in, that film. I can't remember what it's called. The
Whip
roller
It?
derby one. Yeah, Whip It. Because I started watching this not long after that.
Oh, okay.
Because she was in this. And I was like, oh, fucking Dick on, and that come from Misfits.
Oh, that is funny, that bit in Game of Thrones, isn't it? When he goes, who are you? His name's Dickon, and Bond just pisses himself laughing.
That's because it is funny. It's a stupid name. But it's fine, because he wasn't Dickon for long. Shortly after that, he was Charcoal.
Oh, sorry, I was starting to yawn there. That's very rude.
I think you started and finished it on there. That was...
Yeah, I've got this. I do have a weird way of yawning. I start and finish it in the same sort of breath, which is very strange.
Yeah, but then like their dad dies, and they all find out in slightly different ways. Number one gets a phone call on the moon. As you do.
I swear one of them just knows, like just senses it after a while.
I don't think so. Because Klaus sees it on the telly in an ambulance after he gets out of rehab and gets high. Because
Alison sees it on the. She gets told on the red carpet.
Yeah, Vanya sees it when she's walking home. And
I think just see it on the telly.
I think most people just see it on the telly, but. And then, yeah, so they all come home and they're a dysfunctional family because they're not really a family, but they all have the same birthday. And then everyone just kind of argues a bit. And I can't... Because apart from that, it's just a lot of setting up the rest of the stuff. Oh, that's why. Because Five knows because he goes into the future for a bit.
Yes.
I mean, like 40 odd years.
I thought he was going to come back, and this might still happen. I thought it was going to turn out that he was actually a younger version of,
the old man,
Reginald Hargreaves.
That would have been an interesting way to do it, but yeah. I think he is just a older but younger version of that character.
Their brother, yeah.
I think he becomes the crux of a lot of like the comedy in later episodes because I think there's a point that he just gets hammered. There is there are some really cool little bits that I think you'd like, but maybe you wouldn't like the whole thing. But I think it's only 6 or 7 episodes.
Oh, is it? It's 10.
Okay, maybe it's 10. But the thing is, I think Vanya's story throughout the whole thing is the most interesting. But I think Five story, it drives the story.
That seems to be because like when he comes right at the end, he comes back and is like, right, so basically the world's going to end in 8 days' time.
Yeah.
And that
but
seems to be
they still get 10 episodes, so it's not an episode a day.
No.
There'll be 2 nighttime episodes.
But it's number 1, isn't it? That he suspects that one of the kids has killed their dad because it seems to have died of natural causes, but the monocle's
missing.
Went missing. And it turns out, is it number 6?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, Diego might be 6.
Is it Diego? I don't know. Anyway, one of the kids has his monocle, which doesn't necessarily mean he's guilty. I don't think, but
it's another cause for contention between the sibling, but not siblings.
Why is it called Umbrella Academy? Did you find that out? Also, how nice is it to see that you've got the same tattoo as them now?
No, because mine's different.
But the thing is, like that exact umbrella design.
Yeah, except theirs is hollow
and shit. And yours is better because it's Gilmore Girls.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I think it is a good show. I suppose because your time's more limited than mine, I have a lot of time to just give things a couple of episodes to get into them. Because I watched this in 2 sittings.
I do remember because it came out. Was it last year or the year before?
No, I think it was early last year.
And we did nearly start. Actually, Lisa said she does want to start it, but that's because I don't think she knows what it's about. Because she's not really into superhero shit.
Yeah, the thing it is a nice darker take on superheroes. Like superheroes being superheroes, and not the boys. We don't like superheroes anymore.
Yeah. I tell you what I did quite like is the stuff when they're school kids and like they foil the bank robbery and the hostage situation. That bit was quite fun.
Yeah, there's more of that, I think. And there's Klaus had some interesting moments. Everyone gets interesting moments, but I think Vanya and Five really get the bulk of it.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, because I'm pretty sure Five hasn't chosen a name, so they always refer to him as Five.
Hang on, Five. Which one's Five? Five for Five.
Five's the one who came back from history. The future, even, not history. History is the opposite of the future.
Number 5, yes, there we go.
Yeah, he is literally just listed as number 5 and the boy. But he has like a whole other story that takes place in the future that you get to dive into a little bit as well.
Like, reading more about it, like, the powers sound a lot cooler than they actually are. Like, I've just clicked on the comic book, like, list of characters, and they've all got alternate names, not just, like, number 1, or, like, one's called the Horror, one's called the Kraken, one's called the Nightmare or something, and that's cool. It's a bit Metal Gear Solid, that. Yeah, it just didn't grab me, this one, for some reason. It was a shame. It was like, yeah, I don't really know why. Just did not grab me.
Maybe, just throwing it out there, maybe it's because you're tired.
It absolutely could be that.
So what if, say, leave it a couple of months, and then one day be awake and watch the first 2 episodes. Don't just watch the first one. Watch the first 2 back to back. Because those first 2 definitely directly continue one to the other. So I think episode 2 has some more like interesting stuff for moving forward than. Yeah, because I think again it's that Netflix problem where they're dropping the whole show so they don't need to really get you in episode 1.
Holy shit. Sorry, I've just received an email. This is very interesting. Disney Plus coming out March 24th to the UK. We can finally watch The Mandalorian. It's £6 a month, which I think is a very good price. So I'll be getting that, and I will be watching The Mandalorian.
I will probably get that purely so that we can do Disney Plus shows on here.
That's a good idea.
That, and also because I want to watch them all.
Yeah. Should we do Doom Patrol?
Yes.
Right, so you know these people, right? You know these characters, do you?
They were in Titans.
All of them?
Yes. I believe that all of them were. But they were in Titans before Doom Patrol was Doom Patrol, like was a show.
Right.
So I don't know if it was a sneaky pilot or if it was just like a, hey, we're gonna do this, please come and watch it.
It's fucking weird, this show. It is really fucking weird, but I did like it. Like, it was fucking mad.
But then that's the thing, because it's a comic book thing. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
This is what I like about it. It's like, you start watching it, and he goes, yeah, I know what you're thinking. It's another superhero TV show. And having just watched Umbrella Academy, I was like, yeah, you fucking
that's exactly what. The thing,
big relate.
The narration, like the fourth wall breaks in the narration, I was just like, oh, you're not taking yourself very seriously, are you?
No, which was very, very refreshing.
Is it Timothy Dalton who's narrating it?
No, it's I think it's Alan Tudyk. I think it's the guy who plays Morden, isn't it? Hang on.
Yeah, because I'm just looking through this cast list and
Alan
no one's.
Tudyk.
Oh, okay. I would maybe have expected them to have Chief be the narrator, but fair enough. You do you, show. Which I think is essentially sort of the gist of the show is that we just do what we want.
Yeah. Point the first. Brendan Fraser is now far too big to be a race car driver.
Not if it's NASCAR. Because you do not have to be a skinny boy to do that.
Do you know?
Otherwise, there'd be no Americans in the sport.
I'd have thought like all the weight matters.
I think with NASCAR, not as much as horsepower and the ability to hold the steering wheel at a very slight angle, so you keep going left.
Yeah. So you see, what's his name? Mr. Morden goes to these Nazis called Heinrich von Fuch, and he does a weird thing to him, and a machine explodes him into a superhuman thing. And then in 1998, you see Brendan Fraser getting in a car crash in a NASCAR race, but Timothy Dalton puts his brain into a robot body. I actually think the robot looks fucking cool.
Yeah, it's very much that sort of, probably the aesthetic you'd expect for something built in the late 80s, early 90s, where you just sort of go,
Yeah.
oh,
It looks clunky as balls, but functional. So,
I guess we're doing that now.
so is he a robot in Titans?
Yes.
Right, but it doesn't explain how he became a
No,
robot.
like they meet up with them for like an episode.
Right.
They're not like recurring characters. So they're just kind of in Titans for an episode and then they kind of go, well, that was fun. See you later. Bye. I think there's a lot of like, oh, you could stay with us if you want. And they're all a bit like, nah, we're good.
It's like when Buffy and Angel crossed over. Like, there'd be a two-parter, and you'd have the start of it in Buffy, and then you'd have to watch Angel to get the second half of that episode. So I had just the box set of Buffy. So there's a whole bunch of stories where it's just half done, or it comes in halfway through it, and you're like, what the fuck's going on here?
Oh, that would be like the big DC crossovers, which actually did feature the Doom Patrol. They were just referred to as, this is their Earth now. While all of the heroes from the big CW shows are just like, we live on Earth Prime now. So you all can get fucked.
Do you know what? Having, like, not even a basic understanding, just hearing about all these crossover things, it's fucking confusing.
Yeah, but it's really good because I just did Crisis on Infinite Earths.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's like, you know how the Avengers fight against like the destruction of Earth, and then that keeps happening, and then they fight against the destruction of the universe.
Yeah.
Well, this is like that, but it's the entire multiverse that could die. Because, you know, TV shows have to one-up films sometimes. But they did it across 5 episodes. It was pretty good.
Crisis on Infinite Earths. Bloody hell, that looks packed.
Oh, there are so many heroes. Brendan Fraser got to be... not Brendan Fraser. What is his name? Brandon Routh. Got to be Superman again for a bit.
Well, that's nice for him, I guess.
Yeah. It probably got rid of maybe some bad memories of being Superman the first time.
Apparently, for that the Superman Returns movie, the auditions came down to Brandon Routh and Henry Cavill.
Oh, so they just gave them both the turn.
Yeah, basically. That's what you want to be, isn't it? You want to be Henry Cavill in that situation, because although he gets to be Superman first, you get to make a better Superman film.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's a woman who turns into a big fucking ball sack.
Yeah.
I was eating my dinner while I was watching that, and I felt fucking disgusting.
I mean, you're talking to someone who regularly ate dinner and watched Hannibal, so
That's fine, because the nice food
people.
looks like nice food.
The nice people just look like nice food.
Well, it was very rarely, was it, explicitly, yeah, look, it's a human leg, or whatever.
You know, it was just kind of like sometimes in the background he'd still just have a foot sticking out of a meat grinder. You're like, oh yeah, no, these are people.
Yeah, the Brendan Fraser storyline, I really like that. The whole like,
I really like the fact that he can't remember it, and he's just like,
he thinks,
oh yeah, no, I crashed, and then it's like it was the NASCAR crash. And later on, he's like, oh, it's that time that I drove under a truck.
The thing is, right, as soon as that happened, the car went under the thing. And there was like blood and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's bad. And then I was like, his daughter was sitting pretty far down in that seat. And I was straight away like, she's not dead.
I think it would be boring if she was.
Yeah, true. It wouldn't really give him any purpose, would it? So, yeah, and then there's a big ball bag that shows up. And then a donkey farts into the sky. And then a black hole shows up. So, and that's the show.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a mad one. But it's good, and also it's easy watching.
Yeah,
like,
it's mental, but I did really enjoy it. I don't think I'm gonna watch any more of it because, like, nah. But I did really like it.
Yeah, I think it's one of the ones that I'll probably watch some more of because it's only some episodes. I think it's like 15 episodes. That's pushing it.
Yeah, like, but was it free for you? Did you watch it on Amazon Prime?
How did you watch it?
I watched it on Amazon Prime, and what's weird is it was free because it said included in your Stars TV subscription, and I don't think I'd ever subscribed to Stars TV, so I don't quite know what's happening.
I'm waiting to start my Stars free trial until I've listened to all of Mr. Mercedes, because a bunch of the Stephen King shows are under that as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on there. Stars TV. I'm going to Google what else is on there. But I don't know, I seem to remember, I think I might have signed up for a free trial like a long time ago.
I think you only get 7 days.
Well, I must be paying for it then.
Yeah. Probably double check that.
Thinking about it, if I'm paying for it, that means I've paid for it since Ash vs. Evil Dead. And we did that in series like 2.
No.
Yeah, I remember now. That's why I got. When did we do Ash vs. Evil Dead?
Because that's like
on the 26th
nearly
of
3
July,
years.
2017. Yeah. And I've not been making the most of that subscription. So.
Oh, you need to check to see if you're paying for it.
I mean, to be
live.
Fair, if I,
now.
if I am paying for it, I mean, I don't notice the money going out.
So just keep this quiet and
So
like
that's
just.
fine.
So if anyone on the internet sees Joe outside and he's with his wife, don't tell her.
That's of all the things I would like my wife not to know about me, that's pretty low down on the list.
Are you saying you keep secrets from your wife? Or my wife, as I prefer her name.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot she was your wife now. No, actually, not really.
Oh, well, that's boring.
Yeah, sorry.
wanted some dirt for the podcast.
She knows about my affair with Mitch, so that's absolutely fine.
I mean, I didn't know about that.
Oh,
now
yeah.
I'm jealous
That's been going on a while.
of you. I'm not actually jealous of Mitch. I just he's cute.
I'll pass on your best.
Yeah.
Oh, it might be for American Gods, which is even worse because
That was in
pretty
season
sure
1.
that was a few weeks. No, it was series 2. It was a month before that, so actually it's not too bad. So that's fine.
It was meant to be season 1.
Yeah, and then we moved or something.
Yeah.
There's some decent stuff on Stars TV, I'm finding out, which is enjoyable.
Yeah, I'm just waiting till I've listened to enough of the Stephen King books to really just dive in and watch loads of it.
Mm.
Yeah, I think I might actually. I'm definitely probably going to watch more of Doom Patrol.
You're probably going to watch it.
Probably definitely.
Fair play.
But then I 100% might forget because I've got the rest of Titan season 2 to watch as well. I'm curious. What's our next episode that isn't the 100th.
Right, so next week we've got the episode 100 special, which we still haven't really decided what we're going to do for it.
Nah, we have. We'll probably just
We'll wing
waffle, won't we?
That'll be fine. Looks like we're doing You, which I'm currently partway through series 2. And is that Manic or is it Maniac?
Manic.
Manic. I don't know
think.
what that is, so I'm excited to watch that.
Neither do I. I'm hoping it's similar to you, because that means it'll be something else that I'll watch.
Let's have a quick look. Manic TV show. I want to see where I can watch it. God, that took me far too long to type that. It's on Netflix. That's good. Manic. Oh no, there's Maniac on Netflix. Are you sure it's not Maniac we're doing?
Yeah, I mean, it could be.
Like everything is coming up Maniac.
Oh,
there isn't one called Manic. It's the one with Jonah Hill.
Oh yeah, no, I remember now because it's got the picture with it's got all the tellies in it and stuff.
Right,
it's him and Emma Stone, I think.
Pop a little A there.
Could you put it in the episode title as well? Yeah, because otherwise I'll just forget. Because I remember I specifically wanted a show to do Maniac with, and then you came up and I watched it.
Have you watched the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We're watching it with Mitch and Amy, so we've got like I think another 3 to go.
Oh jeez, I don't know. I genuinely sat down. I think I've been talking to someone about season 2 of it, and they were like, "Oh yeah, like I'm about halfway through," and like because I was in the first episode of season 2, just like I don't think I'm enjoying this as much.
Yeah.
And then someone was just like, "Oh, you should really keep watching." I'm like halfway through, and it gets a lot better. And I was like, "All right, cool." The next time they spoke to me, which was early the next morning, I was like, "Yeah, no, I stayed up all night and I watched the whole fucking thing."
I don't think series 2 is anywhere near as good as series 1.
It's because it's not new, but honest, trust me, it does. Fucking talk to me once you've finished it.
Yeah. Okay.
And we will do chats.
The one we watched last night ended really well. Like it was really cool. The ending was awesome.
Well, yeah, we'll be talking about, I imagine, more than just the first episode then.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, so yeah, episode 100 next week. You Maniac week after.
Yeah.
Smashing!
I mean, for that episode, I'm gonna wear a hat sometimes. You're not even gonna know it's me.
Okay.
Because that's my favorite thing about you is that he just puts a hat on and he's stealth.
Well, it's like the Marvel superhero.
It's Captain America does that as well.
Yeah. Sweet. Smashing. Let's fuck off.